All right. So last time, you guys were separated, and currently are in fights with people slash also being a captive for one of you.
Mm.
And yeah, lots of stuff happened. Let's see. Hawat is apparently a part of Team Weather, as Buster had found out, as well as Kenji's father, as Ryo has found out. And currently, Brad is in the stadium by himself, surrounded by uh, him and many, many other just random team grunts. And just for reference, this is what that looks like.
That
Okay.
seems fine.
So we are just gonna pick it right up from there and not waste too much time because there's a lot of shit that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna move you guys separately to your own individual maps.
Okay.
And Rio, we get to start off with you first.
Mhm. uh, I mean, keeping it simple. Uh, Rush back in for another kick. Let's see. Not a whole lot of other items I have on me to do much with there. Uh, we'll start some dialogue. Uh, Ria will ask, so, I didn't catch your name before you decided to start trying to, knock me out.
That will hit, I'm pretty sure.
Sure hope so.
So deal whatever
Oh,
damage you're
right,
doing to
damage.
him.
Yeah, no response? Yeah, sorry, I was waiting
Well,
for you
he'll
to
have a
respond.
response
Let me
after
grab
you deal
damage.
damage to him.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, do, 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 do. Sorry, I freaking never used the arms feature. I gotta go look it up. And my PDF. There we go. Cool.
You do that. I'm gonna look up.
Uh, da, da, da.
Really?
27.
Okay. Uh. Huh. Da, 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 da. Huh. Just give me a second. I'm just making sure he doesn't have anything specific that reduces it. I don't think he does, but I'm just checking. He specifically. I don't think there's anything. There's definitely nothing under that reduces it. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So he takes. So that's. Wait, did I read that right? Or am I crazy? Uh, That's interesting. I'm trying to find a thing in here under. Why is it? What are you doing, Adobe Reader? Why aren't you literally looking for the thing I want to look for? I'm hitting previous and next to go through the thing, and it's just staying on the same thing.
So still no response then, or
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why this he actually that might know what it might be. It might actually be a regular. No, it has to be because otherwise it's replacing it. So why wouldn't it be under that? Nope. Blah blah blah. That wouldn't count as a move. That's so weird. Why is... Don't make me... But why? Why aren't you looking for the next one? Okay, I'm just going to assume he has this because I don't know why it's not looking for it because otherwise he wouldn't have it for any reason. Da da
oh,
da.
I'm gonna go for another punch. I was just waiting on him to respond.
Um, he responds was like, "You don't remember me? Ah, that makes me sad. Although you were little last time, uh, I saw you."
Yeah, no kidding. You sure did abandon your kid when we were young.
So that's 47. I'm just sorry. I'm just minusing, making sure I'm minusing his HP correctly. Oop, nope, that's not it. That's it. Okay, go ahead. Punch him again.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Uh, you hit him twice, and then he retaliates, saying, "Is like I didn't abandon anyone. I left him with your father because I knew he'd be safer there." And then he goes in to attack you, and he is going to, I think, I don't think that would. Yeah, because it doesn't count as a move exactly. You blast. You made it. Interesting. So that probably replaces arm feature, I assume, but he's not doing that anyways. So he is, yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna sweep the leg, so to speak.
Yep.
20. That'll hit you.
Yeah, it's a 19.
Need 10 plus 10, and then plus his attack. I don't. Do any of his things. That doesn't add his attack modifier because that would just add. Uh, if a trainer is using a move, they don't add any modifiers to stuff. It's just what their stat is, right?
I think they function like Pokemon. I think the same is true of arms attacks, is it not?
Weird. Then
Yeah.
the way this is worded is just weird. This ability. Whenever you make an
Okay.
attack check or a roll that requires you to add your attack modifier to your roll for damage, you add 3 to your roll. So I don't know if you would just because it don't wouldn't add
That
as
is weird
modifier.
wording.
Yeah. Do. Anyways, what is his attack? Stat at right now. Okay. So you're gonna take 33 damage, and your speed goes down 1 combat stage.
Huh. I, I am not sure people have combat stages. One second.
Uh, well, while you are figuring
Sorry, what did you say the damage was?
33,
Okay.
while you are figuring that out, in the stadium, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna. Oh wait, that's right, because I was using that for this. For stream, that is what his current view is like. Brad, you are currently still surrounded by people on all sides, and this admin is working and punching in stuff into this machine.
Yeah, combat stages cannot affect a trainer's stats.
Well, that's
Sorry.
unfortunate.
Anyway.
Good to know.
Okay.
And the last thing, if you remember, is that you could feel that 3 powerful things are coming your way. And he was looking up at the sky, noticing that you noticed something was coming. So obviously he didn't notice that they were coming, but he noticed that you noticed something. Wow, that was a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, okay. That machine's probably a beacon that's calling those
The machine, it hasn't turned
Pokemon.
on yet.
Oh,
You may, if you want, you may give me a probably, yeah, an engineering check to see if you know what this machine may do.
okay.
Which I don't think you have. I was gonna say, yeah, you have
No,
no
I
idea.
don't have.
You have no idea what this machine does. As the admin is just punching in numbers. And he says, the admin says to this guy, he says, it's ready. Now we just have to wait for them to get here. And he looks at, yeah, go
Okay.
on. Go ahead.
Could I just ask that main guy what that machine does?
He looks at the admin, looks back to you, and he's like, oh, you'll see very, very soon.
Okay.
And do you do anything, or are you just gonna wait?
Well, I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
it's dark out right now? Or
I mean,
is
the
there any...
the stadium itself is lit up with lights, but yes, it is you look up at the sky, and the sky is like a pitch black color.
Okay.
Then there's like the odd flash of lightning across the sky.
Okay.
And with your powers as a psychic, you can feel that the earthquake is slowly amping up, becoming worse. It's like it's coming from underneath you and slowly rising up towards you.
Okay. And okay.
You are currently flanked by several members who have stun batons pointed at you so that you don't do anything.
Okay.
So
I guess could I use fire spin around myself?
you could. It would. You basically be using fire spin on yourself, so you would be hurting yourself
Okay.
if you're doing it that way.
Um.
You have a few turns still to decide stuff, so think about what you're gonna do,
Yeah.
and I'll come
Okay.
back to you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in an alleyway, Hawat as himself doesn't do anything other than give out orders. I don't think he can do anything with his Pokemon. I would need to open up a fourth window for Hawat's abilities now. Um, do. Okay. I assume that's yeah. You know what? I gave him these abilities, but I don't think he would use them specifically against you, Buster. So he's not gonna do anything.
Okay. That's appreciated.
You were the last one to knock out a Pokemon, so the Audino does get to go before Bertha.
Okay, out of curiosity,
Yes.
wouldn't that be a league thing? This is not a league fight.
What do you mean?
If I react faster, wouldn't I get to go first in this situation? Like, this is not necessarily a formal thing, really. Is it?
Fair. Well, yeah. It's not. I'll gonna say it this way, but Buster, and to all of you, I made that rule not as a league thing, but as a homebrew rule, because otherwise you could just be always faster and then knock out a guy every turn and not be able to do anything, or vice
That's how it goes in
versa.
Pokemon. Sometimes you get swept. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Okay. I just wanted to ask.
That wasn't specifically a league thing. That happened even when you guys were fighting each other or just fighting randos as well. Like it wasn't a league thing specifically.
Okay, fair enough.
Da, 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 da. uh no, he's not gonna do that. I think he doesn't. Bertha's been changed to a dark type, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a way to know that though.
Yeah, no, that's just me, the GM, just trying to remember. He definitely wouldn't know that, and he probably would use the more powerful move that this thing has, anyways. So how far does he have to be away for that? 4. You are within reach. Actually, this is a burst technically, right? How far can... It's gonna hurt. I don't think... Do I have this as the right... Oops, as the right thing? Because otherwise... Nope, I do. Okay. Maybe that's why. Yeah, that's why. So if you go there... Yeah, it won't hurt anyone. So she's gonna go there specifically.
I mean, Hawat and I could also just back up. Like,
Is fair, but also she's doing uh this to you. Hyper voice, which will hit you, uh doing 51 damage, and Bertha is pushed into the building.
okay.
Does hyper voice in its text specifically say?
No, moves have to say in their text if they
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm just
deal
making sure I
damage
copied
on
it. I'm just
yeah.
making sure I'm gonna copy it correctly. Yeah, no. Oh, it's a column, not a burst. Okay, so she did it from where she was, anyways. Okay. Yep, does that, and then it is Bertha's turn.
Is this a poke that I fought at his gym?
Yes. You have technically fought his personal team, although whether he's changed it or not, because he's not a gym leader anymore.
Can I roll like history to try and remember if it was part psychic?
Sure.
Sounds legit.
For you, I'll allow it. For his Autono specifically, let me just make sure. His Autono specifically would not be part psychic. No, it would just be normal. Because as you remember, the theme of Mental Town is not specifically psychic. It's basically mental health.
Yes, I know that. I just wasn't sure if on his personal team he would have shifted it.
He did not.
In that case, I'll go ahead and
It'll also let me reveal their HP too.
yeah, I feel like I should just go for it. So then that's gonna be 22.
There we go.
14 is 36. Oh, oops. That is not a bonus to hit. Let me redo that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well it's
I am intentionally doing non-lethal damage.
Okay. Then I
For
won't
the record.
Okay.
Otherwise, that thing would be pasted on the wall.
It sure would.
I'm just gonna. I will wince a little bit when I see how hard Bertha fires. Like, she seems to be pretty upset. It's like, sorry about that. trying to hold back a bit, you know.
All
right.
My bad.
Do you as a trainer do anything?
I'm considering swapping, but I'm not sure to who. I do have the lead at this point, so you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll move to there. I'll just have her move there, and that's it.
Okay. Then as his free action, just a second. I'm gonna put some stuff on the GM layer. That's just so I have them, so I don't have to swap it out in and out every time. He's going to send out.
Ooh, Fritzy. Okay.
Aromates. Close enough, though.
Oh yeah, right. Evolve, Fritzy.
And now we go back to the contest hall. Rio.
Me. So, let's see. Where was the conversation last? Oh yeah, safer with my dad. Have you met the guy? Training's kind of the only thing he's ever heard of.
He replies with,
Two, I assume that misses. Not one that is. 14
sure,
is probably a hit.
one definitely misses. Uh, Blocking one, getting hit by another. He says, safer than bringing him with me to join a what these people are calling a terrorist organization.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty appropriate term. You got a better name?
Deal damage.
Oh, right.
Uh, let's see. Um, I'm just seeing if there's anything else he can really do. Otherwise, he's just gonna keep attacking you. I don't think there's anything in that will help him in this fight. But I'm gonna check anyways. I went past it. Oh god. Da, da. Target. Target Pokemon. I think all of this for specifically is targeted with tough things. Yeah, none of those are gonna help him. Not in this. Not with he's does not using a Pokemon at least. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. What does he want to attack you with? I think what he's going to do. Oh, I see why that's labeled like that. Okay. Do 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 do. Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, he's gonna do that. He actually has a +3 to this roll because of the ability he has, and I forgot about it. 13, I assume, will hit you. But that doesn't activate. Yeah, because you need to have a 6, 7. Yeah, there's no way you would have enough for that.
Enough for what?
A 4 accuracy.
Yeah. I would need +9. Or I would need +10. Yeah, that hits. Interesting +3. I wonder what that's from.
It's from an ability that I read, and then it's like that makes sense because I didn't really know part of it. And he adds 20, and then I medical leave because of regular martial artist. Yes. So yeah, it's, wait, did I read that? Yes. Okay. So that's also an additional. It's also an additional this to you, 57 to you as he roundhouse kicks you with rolling kick.
Yep. Minus. Okay.
All right. Brad, have you decided what you're gonna do, if anything? The feeling is getting closer and closer, and they will be here on your next turn. You're
Sorry,
muted.
repeat?
That was to
Oh,
Brad. He's also
yeah.
muted himself.
Okay, sorry, I have one idea, maybe.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or actually, no. Can you repeat?
The power that you're sensing heading towards you will be here on your next turn.
Okay. Okay. So, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have the fire breather scale mirage,
Okay.
and so I'm gonna do mirage, and I'm assuming I need to make a stealth check also.
You create a visual illusion. You must remain within 10 meters of the mirage and concentrate to maintain the control at the illusion. And no one dimension. The illusion may exceed X meters in size, and the illusion persists for X minutes. At the end of this time, you may continue to maintain the illusion by paying mirage activation costs again. X is your special attack modifier. You may only have
Which
one.
is 4.
So, I need to see a conversion thing here
And
in a second. Okay. Yeah. Are you making a mirage of something specific?
just of myself. Like a copy of myself.
Um,
Can I do that?
Makes sense.
you can. Is there So just know that it's only visual. It can't speak.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you do
that's all what I... And then I'm gonna try to escape
All
if I
right.
can.
So take the 20
Do-
HP off of you if you haven't already.
Yeah, I just did.
All right. There's another copy, I guess, probably in front of you. I would assume.
Yeah. Do I need to make a stealth check?
If you want to not be noticed, because you are technically still there.
Yeah, I want to not be noticed.
Because these guys out here are not watching really you. These two are looking at the machine, so they're not really watching you. It's just these 4 guys you gotta deal with.
Okay.
Use explosion.
Oh.
Use explosion.
I don't have explode. I don't have any area moves that I can use as a trainer. Or plan B, like
Okay.
that. My
Brad, you create this illusion that looks almost identical to you, just standing there in front of you. The four guys look around to the visual, and then three of them look at you, and two hits on you.
do you attack me?
Yep, because they saw through your illusion. They saw two of you.
Okay. Oh yeah.
One of them didn't
failed,
notice and
so-
attacked. And it's like doesn't know what these three other guys are doing. But just a second. I gotta see what the damage is on this for you. What is just the basic one? Yeah, so you're going to avoid that middle one, so you're going to take 2. And you're going to be taking... Actually, you know what? They're going to hold back because they don't want to knock you unconscious because they're not going to do that. So they're going to do... so that would be that plus that. And we'll just say that their attack is that. So Brad, you're going to take 57 minus your defense twice. So what's your regular defense?
It's 13.
So you're going to take 57 minus 26. So you're going to take 31 points of damage as you dodge one of them, and then 2 other ones hit you, and you get electrocuted.
Okay. So 31 points.
And then if you want to keep it up, it's still there, but it's not tricking anyone right now. It was a good idea that they were just really perceptive.
Yeah, I thought that stealth check would have been hard.
All right.
To do.
You're gonna fall to a knee after you get electrocuted. The older gentleman looks back to you, rolls his eyes and sighs, and looks back to the admin. Buster, give me before we move forward, and I actually add the aromates to the initiative. Roll me a perception check.
Perception, got it. Dude is there.
We'll do it like that, just so it's
not great.
You are still too focused on this fight to notice something is coming.
Yep, that's fine.
Give me a second. Why did their HP not go in? What are they in? They're 4. Near the bottom. HP 4. Can see. All right. I accidentally closed his character sheet. He is.
He is
going to.
He's not first. Unless he's doing something as like an interrupt or something.
No, it's not your turn yet. Calm down.
It's my fight.
Oh, sorry. The turn order's weird.
Yeah, it's because we can't see each other's stuff.
I mean, I can see the things marked Buster fight, Brad's capture, etc. It's still set to Rio's fight. My bad.
Yes, I know that's weird, and I can't fix that, but that's fine. Hawat himself again is not gonna do anything, but he is going to have Okay, now he's gonna have go here and actually use a burst move.
Okay.
And it's he's not a ace trainer, right? Yes, so it's not a psychic move, so he does not get any bonuses to this. Does that hit Bertha? That is special attack. Oh wait, that specifically can't miss because I can't read.
Oh yeah, Desiring Voice cannot miss. Yes.
I don't know why that has a thing in there.
Oh,
Maybe it was something else.
alright. That hurts.
And then it is your trainer turn, and then if you don't want to do anything, you can just go straight to Bertha's turn again.
Yeah, I'll do Bertha. Hmm. Sorry, I need to read.
Yeah, I don't know why that has a thing in it. It shouldn't. I must have replaced it with something and then forgot to change it.
Okay, so this would be that much. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth using this one. It would be probably not. Let's just go ahead and do a big hit. We can. Muddy Water.
That will, in fact, hit.
And it's gonna debuff its accuracy.
Okay. 1 second. I need to see.
Wait a second. Did that? I don't have that set to add her special attack. That should be 24 higher. That should be 80 damage. I was like, that seems really low. Where is her special attack? Oh,
Did
it's
you have it
not
set
set
to
to add
NA?
in. Yeah, I had it set to NA. Because the
Jesus.
move that used to be in that spot didn't do damage.
I see.
So when I replaced it, this is the first time I've rolled it.
Okay, 1 second. Do. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing she can do to that. I don't think she has any interrupts or anything. It does not. So that is 80 exactly minus their special defense.
Yes, special.
Oof. And then back over to Rio.
Sweet. What was the last thing said?
I
So
told you. Yeah, go on.
yeah, I was like, so you got anything you want me to tell Kenji when I finish beating you up, or going for a swing? It's a 2.
It's a mess.
Yeah, not surprising. And I'm going to. Rio follows up with a kiss to his knuckles and then a punch to the face, ideally, using my other move accessory, which is Draining Kiss.
Mm-hmm. Which will hit.
Yep. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Let me double check what Draining Kiss's damage is.
I can tell you because one of his things says
2d8 plus 8.
Yeah.
Special attack. Is that heals for 3/4 of the damage? So let me know what it dealt.
Um, 1 second.
Versus
Is that special or physical?
special.
16 damage is what he takes.
That is much higher special defense than I expected. Anyway.
Actually, no, wait, he takes less than that because of reasons. Let me make sure that's not.
I
It
don't
has
think
to be.
that applies against trainers' abilities. I'm pretty sure that's from Pokemon. Unless it's. I assume you mean I can
Martial
take a
art
hit.
things applies
It
to
might be
both.
the like I can take a hit thing as well.
Oh, you didn't mean I can take a hit. Oh yeah, that is also from anything. Okay.
Da, 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 da. Nope, not that. Where is it? Just make sure it's not has to be. Make sure it doesn't have to be physical. Take damage from any source other than recoil.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, uh, but it specifically says it has to be defense, I assume, because it's what it's doubling. So I assume it won't work then. Yeah, I don't think that'll affect it because it's using defense stuff, not special defense stuff. So that'll still.
Okie dokes.
So yeah, so it'll be 16 damage from Tim then.
Yep.
He will block your first attack, then you punch him in the chest with Draining Kiss, and he looks up to you and says, "It's like I'll tell him myself," and he is going to, yeah, Rio, roll me a history check.
No.
All right, that is not enough to do for it, unfortunately, but he might just miss. He might just miss. I need to see what the hit on
That's
this
base
is.
4? Oh,
no.
actually, even if it's base 2, that misses.
What the hell is your
9.
Oh, actually, no. That should be 13 because he's getting a plus from martial artist things.
I see. Well, then it matters what the base is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking at. What the base is for this move. Base is 2.
Cool.
As he uses close combat on you.
Gross. Like that a move people can use.
It is a move a black belt can use.
That's busted. Anyway.
And then what did I? Where's his? Yeah.
Anyway, that's probably a KO. Yeah,
100.
Ridiculous.
He will, even though it wouldn't kill you, he's going to non-lethally hit you with that.
I'll be, yeah. Sure hope so. We don't do child murder on this stream.
Don't we?
Yeah, you do not notice it in time, but he goes into a stance that you would have recognized if you were paying attention to the teachings your father would have taught you, and you get hit and get knocked back. What does Lancelot do when he sees you fall unconscious?
I don't know, GM. What's he allowed to do?
Whatever.
My first assumption would be attack.
Have Lancelot, as he's going up towards you, past you, to see if he notices that if you are just unconscious or dead.
Are you passing me?
Yeah, I assume he would go and attack this guy, right?
He's attacking from where he is. He's got reach moves.
Okay, well, still make a perception check.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, Lancelot will notice that when he attacked Rio, he was doing it in a way that wasn't going to harm him too much.
Okay.
He puts
Still
two and
punched
two.
him in the, I don't
He
know what
kind
to
of
tell
put
you.
since Lancelot's been with you since the beginning. He kind of recognizes as how your father actually was training you when he attacks you, in quotes.
Mhm.
So Lancelot is free to make whatever conclusion says he does, as this guy actually, now after you're unconscious, just sits down on the floor.
Cool. I mean, yeah, I maintain he'd probably attack. Seems like the reasonable thing for any given pet or friend to do. So your call if you can.
Uh, yeah, he can make an attack if he
All right,
wishes
let's hope
to.
I don't whiff.
He's no longer threatening, but I would assume Lancelot doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Let me
hit.
check distance. Cool. I didn't actually mean to just roll it as a d20. That's on me. It is a base 4 move, so it might not. I don't know. Miss damage is left alone. Well, it got higher, so.
Yeah, that's gonna hit him and probably also knock him unconscious now.
Cool. And then, I mean, Lance freaking scoops me up and starts looking for help.
1 second, let me just see, because no, that's a special thing, so his abilities won't affect that.
Even if it did, I'd be thoroughly impressed if it lowered that enough.
Yeah, not enough. I'm
Very
just seeing
funny.
how much negative he is right now.
Oh, I mean, there's no way it's a kill, but yeah, that's fair.
It's not, but I'm just seeing how much he is negative. Yeah, he gets hit with this. Doesn't Hydro Pump have a push effect on it? I thought it
Yeah, it
does.
does.
Um,
Or oh no, it just
not as written, no.
it
But I
does
mean, it's entirely reasonable to
damage
say it
even
does
if
that.
it misses, I think is what it is. Like hyper beam.
That's Hydro Cannon.
Yeah, it's Hydro
Or
Cannon.
Hydro Pump is just a blast. I mean,
Uh,
it's entirely reasonable to say it would knock someone
he
back.
he sits on the floor and then he just gets a thing of water and then he just kind of like slides unconscious across the stage.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it just
Yeah.
makes the call. Oh, you're right. Okay, good to know.
Rio,
Lancelot,
I
of
will
course,
ask you to put
scoops
what
up
your
Rio and
actual.
starts taking off.
Yeah, I would need you to put what your actual minus negative HP
You
is
said he did
currently.
non-lethal, so the answer should be 0.
Okay, well then yeah.
I
I assume Lancelot does not do non-lethal to him.
I don't think Lancelot's thinking about it.
All right. Then Lancelot picks you up, notices no one's around here, and
Yeah, he's taking off. I mean, it's
takes
freaking
off.
worse. Yeah.
So I'll put you now, Rio, to just the player things so you can see what's happening around. Because right now you're unconscious, so you can't really do anything right now.
Mhm.
And I'll come back to Lancelot in a second here. Brad, any more bright ideas before a thing happens?
Well, yeah. I have one idea. Um, can I'll quickly bring out Electro.
If you do that, these guys will like basically interrupt you to attack you because they are watching you now that you've done that.
Okay. Okay, well, okay, I guess I'll do this. I'm gonna use Fire Spin on myself.
Okay. You're just gonna hurt yourself more. Okay.
Yeah, and that loses 10 HP.
Well, you'll lose 10 HP and then 29 minus whatever your special defense is because you're using it on yourself, right?
Yeah. So 20. Oh, just wait. 29 minus 12.
So 17 extra damage. So you'll be losing a total of
So 27.
27.
Okay.
As these guys, when you suddenly stand up from your thing and then just cast a fire spin around you, they back away from you. This guy looks back to you and he's like, you really are stubborn, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of outnumbered here, and I don't want to be here when you call those 3 things here over here.
Call them
'Cause
here. They're not. I didn't call them here. They're coming here on their own to stop that. He points towards the sky.
Right, that thing
Okay.
that he had no hand in causing or calling. Of course.
I
He had
mean,
nothing to do with
he
this.
says to you, it's like, I mean, we may have altered the uh weather in the other parts of the island, but we didn't call them here. They're coming here on their own. They could have just ignored what's happening.
Okay.
And as he says that, Brad, way, way above, like above where the stadium is, I gotta go grab their things. Hard to see because you are currently engulfed in your own fire right now, which
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure as a psychic you can
And,
stop if you want, but
yeah. I didn't want to do that because it
3
would trap myself.
terrifying, very powerful beings appear above in the sky, like far, far in the sky, like almost like 30 meters in the sky.
Okay. Do I see them?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
They're not obviously they're not paying attention to directly below them because of what's going on. Before you can say or do anything, Brad, the older gentleman looks to the admin and is like, "Are you ready?" He's like, "As ready as I'll ever be." And the admin raises up, pushes a button on the machine, and it roars to life, starts sparking, traveling up this pillar that goes up through this machine, up to the top, and a ray of light is shot up straight into the air. And as Lancelot exits the Great Hall, he can see it as Buster, you're still fighting. It's not hard to notice because it's pretty bright, especially in the night sky. They see this giant thing of light just come out of from the ground and aim straight up towards the sky. And the light attempts to goes right in between the 3 of them, and then splits, and then tries to grab on to each of these Pokemon. And I need to make rolls now to see what happens. And you know what? I'm going to make this public. So let's see. They've been preparing this for a long time, so it is a very high DC for them to break free of this. But they will have, since they are relatively, powerful Pokemon, they will have a slight bonus on it. So Landorus succeeds. Thundurus will fail. And Tornadus will also fail. As Landorus notices it at the last second and avoids it, as the two others are wrapped in this light, and suddenly they kind of like fall to the ground and crash into these two spots, and everybody starts like runs out of the way as they're falling so they don't get hit by these guys that come crashing down.
Okay.
They are look to be wrapped in some sort of orb of power or something. You don't know what it is because you don't have enough engineering knowledge to know what the heck is going on. But
Yeah.
as they fall to the ground, they immediately start trying to attack what they've wrapped themselves in, and it does nothing. In fact, if you want to roll me a perception check, Brad, to notice something while they're attacking it.
Okay. Oh, Chris.
Perception check, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you have anything in perception, do you?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay. Don't
yeah.
don't worry about it. It would just be a d20, so you wouldn't notice what's happening to them as they're attacking this sphere that they're in. The old man looks to the admin, looks up to Landers, like, you missed one. And the admin starts furiously punching in stuff onto the thing, and and Landers starts coming straight down towards. Let's see if he's smart enough to notice. Shit's happening. And boop. That is not high enough for the land. Well, they are pretty. How smart is Landorus? I mean, he's got an intelligence of 5. He's pretty smart. So he looks at the two of his, in quote, allies. Looks down to what they're in. Looks down to the machine and starts flying for the machine. The old man looks up to him and is like, "Oh no, none of that!" And he snaps his fingers, and all of the grunts released various Pokemon that can fly and start just going up to distract Landorus from doing anything. It's not going to be for very long, but they're distracting it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that happens. Buster in the alley. Hawat notices that. Looks to you. And thinks for a second. And retreats Aromates. You're muted. Buster, you're muted.
God damn it. So am I free to go now? You delayed me long enough for this shit you were trying to do to happen. Is that what the big glowing light's all about?
He doesn't say anything.
I mean, if I start to leave and head toward my friends, you gonna stop me? Like, what are we doing here? Come on, I need to know.
He steps out of the way to the edge of the alleyway.
I will return Bertha, and I'm gonna. Uh, damn it! What do we use for sense motive? Or I guess I can just use aura stuff. Like I don't know. Does it?
Streetwise, but yeah.
Yeah, I just want to try and get a general vibe of like, is he actually letting me go? Like, is there still hostility in his,
He
how he's
was
feeling?
never technically hostile to you. He was hesitant to you.
Right.
But no, he nothing in his demeanor has changed.
All right. And was he standing? I mean, I'm not gonna go past him. That seems unwise, just in case he wanted to try something. So I'm gonna go down this way. This
As you start walking,
seems like there's more important stuff to deal with right now. We can sort this later.
as he sees you walk away, he doesn't follow you, but he just shouts like, "You know, if it wasn't obvious, I did try to get you to help us once, and you're having the exact same reaction, which is why I
Yeah,
had
I
to,
guess some things never change.
hide your memories from you in the first place."
Yeah, had to do this, had to do that. Uh-huh. Like I said, we can sort this later.
This island is constantly in
I've got
chaos.
actual friends that I need to make sure are safe.
He'll yell out, "It's like this island is constantly in chaos, and the only time that it's actually safe is at the will of three legendary Pokemon, who at any point could just say, 'No, we're not going to help you.'"
Yep, and they haven't so far. Also, we could figure something out, or people could move.
This is lots of people's home, Buster. No one's just going to leave just because of what's happening on the island.
Yeah, and when people get backed into a corner, that's when they're the most clever. I mean, y'all just did what, I don't know, something that involves a big goddamn explosion and like a big coordinated attack, and you had multiple bases and all that, and you don't think that, there's a path to where those resources could have been spent on like stabilizing the weather rather than like upheaving the island and blowing shit up? Really? You don't think there was any other way?
Technology
I like
can't do
you were supposed to
anything
be the
to
smart
save
guy.
this island, Buster. Do you think that those of us in this organization haven't tried that first?
I mean, I sure haven't seen a lot of evidence of it, but
This was a long, long time ago, Buster. And then I assume you just continue walking as he's just yelling at you.
yep, absolutely.
All right. Uh, doop boop 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 boop. Okay. Uh, Rio, what does Lancelot do?
Uh, First things first, he heads outside the building and looks to
Mm-hmm.
see if there are any recognizable people around.
Uh, right now there's no one outside of the building.
Cool. He doesn't know what to do, so he's gonna open all of Rio's Pokeballs.
Uh, okay.
Latias, on the other hand, is superhuman level intelligence.
Yeah. So your other Pokemon are just also frantically just what do we do? Should we go do something? And then Latias is just looking up at the sky.
Uh, Latias. Fun fact: it is specified that Pokemon can, in fact, act as trainers if they're above human level intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Latias has Arthur, Pollen Puff, Rio. We love healing moves. Rio is healed for 72, which is most of his HP. And then we'll return the rest of his Pokemon and hop on Latios since she seems to know what's up.
1 second. I just need to do some things real quick.
Sure.
I'll just do this for right now. Actually, no, this one would make more sense. All right. I mean, Latias knows what's going. Thinks what she knows what's going on, or they know what's going on because technically he doesn't have a gender. I don't think unless Latias is specifically just female. I can't remember.
Latias is female only. Latios is male only.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Flies off, heading towards the stadium.
Seems like a plan.
Meanwhile, inside of the contest hall, someone walks over top of Kenji's father and starts patching him up. Just as, a thing that you don't see.
Sure.
Buster, are you just hoofing it to the where you saw that light? You say as you are muted.
Thank you. I would probably be heading back toward like the building where I last saw the two of them. If there happens to be like a Pokemon Center along that route, I would honestly probably see like how long it would take to heal up Cirrus, but that would be pretty much the only
From
other
where
thing I could
you are to where Brad still is, and that Rio was last in still probably the contest hall, which is not the same direction. Between you and the stadium, there is no Pokemon Center.
Okay.
In
Are there
fact,
any stores?
there's technically 5 Pokemon centers. There's 5 in quotes because there's technically healing stuff in the stadium within the center of the city, and then at the far reaches of each of the city, north, south, east, and west is a Pokemon center.
Okay. And where are we at, or where am I at right now, I guess?
You're about 10-15 minutes away from the stadium to the south. If you run it, you could make it to the South Pokemon Center within 5 minutes, but then you'd be further away from the middle.
God, that's a question of is it better to be more prepared or is it better to act quickly? Oh, geez, I don't know. How long does it generally take to heal one Pokemon?
Well, to heal all Pokemon, I would say probably would be about probably 40 minutes to heal all of your Pokemon.
So it'd be like 6 minutes for one,
Yeah,
roughly.
roughly.
Uh,
And that's also assuming that anyone's
yeah,
at that Pokemon Center
assuming
too.
it's even available, yeah.
This is why you also would be smart to carry around potions and stuff if you had them.
I mean, I do. I just was I only have one revive, and I was trying not to use it yet. Uh. All right, how much does a revive heal? I'll start heading toward the stadium, but I will be on the lookout for like if there's like a store somewhere that I can grab stuff because I mean if my allies and or just whoever the hell else is caught up in all this, I expect there might be injured people and or Pokemon, so I would like to try and bring supplies if I can.
Okay, Buster, as you are heading towards the stadium, you're basically walking through a ghost town. There's no one around.
Okay.
Lots of
Fair
the
enough.
stores are all shuttered up. Like something happened in the course of you from the stadium to where you are, and during your fight of with Hawat, that people have just like disappeared.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That doesn't
I
sound like.
forget. Did you you pass the history check to remember what's happening, right?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think so. So you would know, obviously, because of that history check, that everyone is probably in shelters right now.
Right.
There's no one going to be in any of the buildings anywhere. All right, and then as you are healing, and Latios is, how fast can Latios fly, Rio?
I think her speed is 18,
Okay,
assuming she's not mega evolved.
so you'll probably, because Buster's not as far away as you are, because the contest halls was further to the west than where he was. So you'll make it
Mhm.
to where you're going to at the same time as Buster is reaching. Uh, so Brad, um, these Pokemon, the grunts Pokemon that they sent out are basically being swatted by as like flies just out of the sky, and by Landorus, uh, and he's getting closer and closer to this machine. Um, let's see. Let's let fate decide what happens here. Brad, high or low?
Hi.
Unfortunate. Uh, Landorus is getting closer and closer and closer, ready to destroy this machine, it looks like. And then the admin is like, "Oh no, you don't!" Pushes the button again, and Landorus gets the full force of this machine right into his face, and gets flung over here, and is now also in one of those things.
Okay.
Um, the older gentleman just does a sigh of relief and is like, "Finally." Uh, Now all we have to do is wait, and they'll be under our control.
Okay.
Brad, are you going to end your fire spin, or are you just going to keep lighting yourself on fire?
Yeah, I stopped it.
Okay. Um,
Yeah. And are they being restrained now?
uh,
Those
the
Pokemon?
genies are in
Yeah.
they're in like a weird orb, like
Oh, okay.
you can't kind of like really see it. You can only really see it when they like attack it. Like it like
Okay.
shimmers when they attack it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
in all intents and purposes, the orb itself is invisible, whatever they have them in. Um, and he looks back to you, uh, and says, "I think, you were done here. We don't need you to be witness to this, and you honestly will just get in our way." Uh, and then you hear a voice, Brad, uh, behind you, specifically on like the bleachers of where like the seats are for the stadium, and he says, "Oh, I don't know about that, old man. I think he's got some pretty good backup." And you look behind you. I'm actually just gonna move you forward so I can place him onto the map. And you spot a familiar face, one that you haven't seen since you first started your adventure. And of course, the token is not placed on his character sheet, so let me go grab the actual token.
Okay.
Where is it on my tokens? There he is. And looking down at you in the stadium, you spot the current champion of Divisional, Horace.
Okay.
And then you look around. As you see him, you look around. You actually see three other individuals, the Elite Four, as it were.
Okay. And
Which they will have pictures next time, because I just forgot.
And do I know who Horace is?
You saw him when you first started out in that room with Buster and Rio, way back at the beginning of this, in episode, or in part 1 rather. He was giving
time ago.
Yeah, he was giving a speech on stuff about how the Pokemon League and stuff works, and general, inspirational things.
Okay.
And the old gentleman looks up. He's like, "Ah, Horace, my replacement. You're a little late there, son." And he says that in a way that, no, it's not his actual son. He's just, talking down to him, basically.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, well, since you've been gone, I've become a lot stronger than you are, old man. And I think it's time that you stop what you're doing now. No amount of doing whatever it is you're trying to do will stop what's happening. We need these three to be in their natural state to stop the Divisional from breaking apart." "And what, you don't think..." And then the old guy replies, like, "Well, what, you don't think I can't control them? What do you think I spent those years that I've been gone doing? I tried finding a way as champion normally to fix Divisional's problems of this happening. And it couldn't do anything. The only thing able to stop what's happening is these genies. What's to say that one time they don't come to stop us because some trainer decides they want to capture them?" Looking at you, Brad, specifically, noting that you've come in contact with them a lot.
Yeah, I've met 3 of them individually before.
You've met technically only Tornadus. You've seen Landorus and Thunderous as statues.
Oh, I thought we met the 3 of them individually.
You did not.
Oh, just Landorus.
Tornadus, because you met him in the forest or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And Horace replies back to him and says, "Your goals are noble, but the way you're doing it is not." And it's like, "This stops here and now," and Horace is gonna pull out a Pokemon. And the old man is gonna flip open his cape is on, and he has 6 Pokeballs under his arm. "I think not. I think this is time to stop you from trying to keep interrupting me." And Brad, what happens here is all of the grunts go off basically to fight the 3 other members of the Elite Four.
Okay.
And Horace and this older gentleman, which you still have not gotten his name from, go off and are fighting each other, leaving just you, this machine, the 3 captured genies, and the admin who's furiously ticking away at the machine.
Okay.
Then it is at this time is that Latias spots Buster running towards the stadium and takes you down to him, Rio.
We
And Buster, you're muted again, just in case you are saying things.
No, not yet. I mean, I'm ready to go, but I hadn't said anything. I don't know.
Right. Well, what do the two of you do? Is
I mean, he comes down and says hello, I presume.
that's to Rio, but yes, probably.
yeah, pretty much.
Rio specifically looks pretty beat up. He got a couple bruises all over him.
What happened to you?
You know, I don't know, same thing that happened to you, I guess. But
I mean, I only got thrown off of one roof. You look like someone beat the shit out of you. Sorry, not to put too fine a point on it.
yeah, you know. What are
Oh,
you
hey,
gonna
by
do?
the
You fight
way,
a grandmaster in martial arts as a 16-year-old. Sorry,
yeah,
17-year-old.
I get that. Hey,
Says
you remember my best friend, the psychic gym leader?
not well, but I remember you talking about him a lot.
Well, I mean, we stayed at his house a couple times and
Yeah.
all that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, turns out he's a fucking backstabber. He's been working with them this whole time. He was able
Yeah,
to delay me long enough that I, was stayed separated from you guys.
I see.
So, not exactly thrilled about that, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Sounds less than great, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen Brad yet?
No, Latias just took me straight here.
All right.
Thanks, by the way. Rio pulls out a snack and it's like, okay, so what the frick is happening here?
Well, phones don't work. I'm presuming it's related to the storm or whatever. So, should we just charge in?
Both of
Yeah,
you roll me a perception check as you're having this conversation.
Okay.
sure.
Not
Buster,
great.
you can't hear
Shockingly.
from out here, at the very least. Rio.
Do I have any bonuses? Just the +1. 16.
You can hear through the actually now probably broken glass windows and doors. Whatever Buster probably whatever that blast went off probably shattered all of them.
Mhm.
You can hear various fighting sounds coming from the middle of the stadium, Rio.
Nice.
So I assume the two of you just run in, yeah?
Yeah,
That's the
probably.
plan.
All right. You guys run in, and you guys do you guys go onto the field, or do you go up into the stairs or whatever to the where the
I mean,
seats are?
I'm first off, I'm trying to find like Brad and or anyone we know and or anyone who's in danger.
Well, in
Yeah.
on the main floor, you don't spot anyone. Rio hears it like in where the stadium is.
Well, then let's head that way.
Yeah, seems like a plan.
Because I'm clearly a little distracted, so if he says that's where we
Totally.
should go, then
And again, I asked, do you head directly into where like the stadium field is, or do you head up to where like the seats are?
um I don't know. I'd probably say just head to the field. I assume if there's a fight, it's not going to happen in the stands.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, do you keep Latias out, Rio?
Yeah.
All right. You guys head directly out to the field, and it does that thing where the camera does that thing where you guys are running, and the camera goes past you through the dark, and there's like a light at the end. It goes up, and there is just pandemonium everywhere. You see three trainers rather, in the stands fighting off against several of these Team Weather grunts by themselves. You see, if your characters would remember, obviously you see Horace and this guy who you don't know who he is fighting each other. Buster, you probably could make a history check to know who he is because you're old enough to remember.
Sure.
And well, I'm gonna grab your tokens. Yeah, you immediately clock him as like the champion before Horus.
What's he doing here? Why are they scoring up? Okay, so either there's another mole or the old guy's the mole.
You see on his back, Buster, is all of the symbols of Team Weather's insignias.
All right. Well, hey, good news,
And
bad news.
you also come in
Rio?
and you also see Brad kind of like on one knee, kind of burnt a little bit.
Yeah,
Oops.
I'm kind of hurt.
Rio,
Holy
please.
shit, man! You got lit on fire. I think he wins the Bad Day Award.
Yeah, no
also, hey,
kidding.
guys,
Christ.
You see like singe marks over on him, but you also see like on other parts of his body, they're like even bigger singe marks.
Damn, man.
Third degree burns.
You doing all right there?
And Buster and Rio, you both see Landorus, Thunderous, and Tornadus, and they're punching like invisible things that's shining as they're trying to get out of something. And you see the bird asshole who you've never thought to ask what his name is yet, typing away at this machine.
He's bird asshole to me. I never give him the time of day.
And you just see him typing away at this machine right now.
I should have asked his name. I had time,
You
but I didn't
did.
think of it.
And he looks to see you guys coming in. He's like,
Hold on. No, I have a question real quick. I have a question.
Yeah.
He's typing on something?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I want to attack him.
Okay. As you go to attack him, Buster, he let's see if he does it fast enough. Buster, high or low? Actually, no, wait, no. I have to make in this case, it actually would be a check for him. So ignore that. Would it be? In this case, would it be programming or engineering? Probably programming, although it's the same thing. So for him, so it doesn't matter. Let's see if he makes a high enough roll. You can successfully get one attack off on him before he finishes what he's doing.
All right. Let me go ahead and find my damage here. Okay, so does he still look like he is feeling from when I hit him earlier?
It looks like he's got like bandage wraps and stuff on him.
All right, cool. Any particular spot?
Where would you have hit him when you hit him with pursuit?
I mean, honestly, I probably would have been trying to like knock him down to prevent him from getting away. So I guess maybe the leg.
All right, he's probably got like you probably can't see it then because he's probably got pants over top of it. Then
okay, that's fine. In that case, I'm gonna shoot an aura sphere at his other leg. Wow, that's not great damage. Oh well, it'll be enough to frustrate him, I hope.
Special defense. That's yeah, we're gonna end here in a second. Here, there's just one last thing I want to do. Actually, I can subtract his HP later. But what happens is
I don't expect to knock him out before he can do
no,
whatever.
It doesn't knock him out with that one attack.
I didn't think so. I was hoping whatever damage from earlier plus that might be enough.
You attack him and he sees it coming and he pushes up one last button on the thing and then it hits him and he like gets knocked over here and just like falls onto its back and like it's holding his leg. It's like, you freaking asshole. And then the machine.
I'm gonna run over like toward
Hold
him.
on,
when
hold
I get...
on, hold on, hold on. The
Yeah, no,
machine
sorry. That was
starts.
supposed to be. That was supposed to be one of these.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna run over to him when I get the chance.
The machine starts lighting up, and that thing on top of the machine lights up again, Brad, that you saw before, and it shoots out at the three of the genies again, and then they kind of go limp as it hits them. And then you notice that they are no longer bound by you. And Buster, your aura is overwhelmed as these three powerful genies are now hostile towards you.
Oh, that's gonna be a bit of an issue.
And that is where we will
Uh-oh.
end for tonight.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All of us have damage on us.
So I will warn you guys about this right now. They are going to be very, very high level.
I mean, yeah, I would expect that.
I
Okay.
expect no less.
Well, aren't they all part psychic? So
No, they're all part flying.
They're all part flying, which is perfect because for out of character reasons, the guy that you just attacked is a type ace that's flying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is how he was able to do things that he's done. He's also a researcher and I can't remember what the other thing was that made him a researcher and an engineer, which is why he's able to make this machine, why he was controlling it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Now I'll be fair. He's not going to be controlling the genies. Actually, no, that might come up something, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna stop recording now.